Welcome. This is Recidiva. I'm sharing a recording of a casual Skyrim playthrough using a mod list I built. My profound thanks to all the mod creators who have made this game a crowdsourced treasure. I hope you enjoy. Beautiful night in the Reach. Okay. Can't get up here without Ian Bar. Love you, man. You are the best. Oh, I'm underwater. I can't cast. Oh, this
And
guy.
so it begins.
Okay, I don't have a key yet. Talk to Fiji.
I'm waiting.
You must be Fiji.
Correct.
I'd like to help you. Let's see.
You have a death wish?
I'd like to help you find your missing remnant, Rakid. What comes next?
It's all in this note. Now, this conversation never happened. Understood?
I'll return soon.
Good luck out there.
This is Creation Club.
I do what I do, and if you don't like it,
She doesn't look like she is all that convinced that this is going to turn out well. PJ's instructions. Okay. Wait for it to scroll. We have agents that have lived in Skyrim for over 20 years, ever since the Alberi Dominion withdrew from Hammerfell. If the Thalmor ever plot to betray the terms of the Second Treaty, we will know, and we will be ready. Gather intelligence from 2 remnants regarding the whereabouts of Rakit. One should be found behind the miners' barracks in Karthwest, and the other should be waiting for you in front of Villamir Inn in Iverstead. They will respond with the phrase, "The ravens take flight once more." Report back to me when the job is done. We've no time to waste. Fiji. Okay, and I crashed.
Well, fancy seeing someone else all the way up here. What brings you so far up the mountain, friend?
Are you a guardian?
What? Well, I'm sure I have no idea what you are talking about. I am just a pilgrim.
Show note and shard.
But really, I don't know what all of this means.
This is the voice actor that does, what's his, the Jalal's brother, I'm trying to think of his name, it starts with an A. I think he's trying to do a Russian accent or something, and he just, when you get people that don't specialize in the accent, they end up sounding like anybody who does like the count that just thinks that going up on the second syllable. Or whatever. Let's see, the count. Does the count? Does the count? No, it's the first syllable. If you do the first syllable, that means you're a vampire. I'm here to help. You're being hunted.
So you aren't one of them, then? Alright. Yes, I am a guardian of Akatosh. But tell me, how did you come into possession of that shard?
Byron was killed.
That's a shame. But at least he was able to get that piece to you, and out of the hands of the enemy.
Who is the enemy?
Assassins from the Morak Tong, hired by Dunmer Daedra worshippers. We are trying to reforge the Amulet of Kings, in hopes it may help us solidify Martin's Septon's sacrifice and forever seal oblivion away from the world. And obviously, forever cutting the Daedra lords off from this world doesn't sit well with many Dunmer who worship them.
What can I do to help?
I'll entrust my fragment to you. It and I will be safer that way, I think. You seem able to handle yourself against the assassins. I'll remain here in hopes that the remaining guardians show up. And in the meantime, perhaps you can try and find one of them for me? She was apparently heading through Pale Pass from Cyrodiil and should have gotten here before me, in fact.
I'll look into it.
Great. The gates to Pale Pass are locked off, so you need to go through Pale Cave, which is further to the west of there. I'll mark it on your map. Be careful. That place is treacherous.
Yeah, that's a really weird accent, but okay. Alright, I'm just gonna continue on this quest because I'm curious. I haven't done this one, so I'm just gonna follow this one to the end. Find Ezra. Maybe stuck in Pale Pass. Okay. I do know where Pale Pass is because the, it's, I believe, yeah. At least I used to. I'm pretty sure this is Pale Pass. Right here. When I played Bruma, you entered this way, I think. Wait, no, it's closer to Helgen. Pale Cave. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna go to Leaf Rest and take a nap. Okay, I'm curious about something. If I crash, I'll be right back. But I'm in a safe place. It's been a little while. I'm gonna see if I can cast Bound Dagger now. If I can find my spells. It used to make me crash. Let's see if it does now. Sure does. Okay. Pray.
I like it here.
Nuchenak's Fire and Faith. This book is a translated account of Nuchenak's travels along the various colonies of the Dwemer, explaining the theories of Kagrenac. I made inquiry as to the state of enlightenment among the people he spoke for. He answered that with respect to the theories of Kagrenac, there was but one scholar near who could guide the people through the maze that leads to true misunderstanding. He informed me, however, that in Karacac the precepts of Kagrenac were taught. He said that nothing pleased him more than to see the Dwemer of Karacac, the most learned people in the world, studying Kagrenac's words and giving consideration to their place in the life to come, and where neither planar division, nor the enumeration of amnesia, nor any other thing of utility was more valued than the understanding of the self and its relation to the heart. I was gracious enough to receive this as a high compliment, and removing my helm, I thanked him, and departed with an infinity of bows. Okay. Nerevar at Red Mountain. Following is from the Apocrypha, which is distinct from the Apocrypha, the hidden writings of the Tribunal Temple. It is a scholarly retelling of a tradition transmitted through the Ashlanders considering the Battle of Red Mountain and subsequent events. The Ashlanders associated this tale with the telling of Alandar Sul, a shield companion of Nerevar, who came to live among the Ashlanders after the death of Nerevar and during the ascension of the Tribunal. There are many variant treatments of this story, but the primary elements are consistent throughout the tradition. The murder of Nerevar, the tragic fate of Dagoth-Ur, and the profane source of the Tribunal's divine powers are denied by temple doctrine as ignorant Ashlander superstition and not widely known among civilized Dunmer. Resdain, present-day Morrowind, was contested ground between two very different types of Mer, the Chimer, who worshipped Daedra, and the Dwemer, who worshipped a profane and secret power. These two people warred with each other constantly until their lands were invaded by a young, vibrant, and violent alien culture, the Nords. Two heroes, one from the Chimer and one from the Dwemer, Induril Nerevar and Dumak Dwarf Orc, made peace between their people and together ousted the alien invaders. Then these two heroes worked long and hard to maintain that peace thereafter, though their counselors thought it could not last, or worse, that it shouldn't. Nerevar's queen and his generals, Almalexia, Sothasil, Vivek, told him to claim all Resdain for his own, but Nerevar would not listen, for he remembered his friendship with Dumak. There would be only peace. Until Dagoth-Ur arrived, House Dagoth had discovered the source of the profane and secret power of the Dwemer, the legendary heart of Lorkhan, which Dumak's people had used to make themselves immortal and beyond the measure of the gods. In fact, one of their high priests, Kagrenac, was building a new god so that the Dwemer could claim Resdain for their own. The Tribunal urged Nerevar again to make war on the dwarves. Nerevar was troubled. He went to Dumak, his friend of old, and asked if what Dagoth-Ur said was true. But Kagrenac and the high priest of the Dwemer had kept their new god secret from their king, and Dumak said the Dwemer were innocent of any wrongdoing. Nerevar was troubled again, and made pilgrimage to Holmayan, the sacred temple of Azura, who confirmed that all that Dagoth-Ur said was indeed true, and that the new god of the Dwemer should be destroyed for the safety of not only Resdain, but for the whole world. When Nerevar went back and told his tribunal what the goddess had said, his queen and generals felt themselves proved aright, and again counseled him to war. There were reasons that the Dwemer and Chimer had hated each other forever. Finally, Nerevar, angered that his friend Dumak would lie to him, went back to Vardenfell. This time, the Chimer king was arrayed in arms and armor and had his host around him, and he spoke harshly to Dumak, Dwarf King, King of Dwarf... Dumak, Dwarf Orc, King of Red Mountain. You must give up your worship of the heart of Lorkhan, or I shall forget our friendship and the deeds that were accomplished in its name. And Dumak, who knew nothing of Kagrenac's new god, but proud and protective as ever of his people, said, We shall not relinquish that which has been our way for years beyond reckoning, just as the Chimer will not relinquish their ties to the lords and ladies of Oblivion. And to come to my door in this way, arrayed in arms and armor, and with your hosts around you, tells me you have already forgotten our friendship. Stand down, my sweet Nerevar, or I swear by the 15 golden tones I shall kill you and all your people. And so the Chimer and Dwemer went to war. The Dwemer were well defended by their fortress at Red Mountain, but the bravery and cleverness of Nerevar's queen and generals drew most of Dumak's armies out into the field and kept them there, so that Nerevar and Dagoth-Ur could make their way into the heart chamber by secret means. There, Nerevar met Dumak and the dwarf king, and they both fell from grievous wounds. Dagoth slew Kaidan and took the tools the Dwemer used to tap the power of the heart. He went to his dying lord Nerevar and asked him what to do with these tools. And Nerevar summoned Azura again, and she showed them how to use the tools to separate the power of the heart from the Dwemer people. And on the fields, the tribunal and their armies watched as the Dwemer turned into dust all around them, as their stolen immortality was taken away. Back in Red Mountain, Nerevar told Dagoth to protect the tools and the heart chamber until he returned. Dagoth said, "But shouldn't we destroy these tools at once so that they might never be used for evil again?" But Nerevar was confused by his wounds and his sorrow, for he still loved Dumak and the Dwemer people, and so went to the fields outside of Red Mountain to confer with his queen and his generals, who had foreseen that this would come, and whose counsel he would not ignore again. "I will ask the tribunal what we shall do with them, for they have wisdom in the past that I have not. For they have had wisdom in the past that I had not. Stay here, royal Dagoth, until I return." Then Nerevar told his queen and generals all that had transpired under Red Mountain, and how the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals, and of the wondrous powers of the heart of Lorkhan. The tribunal decided that the Chimer should learn how to use this power so that Nerevar might claim Resdain and the world for their people. Nerevar did not expect to want this, so he asked his queen and generals to help him summon Azura yet again for her guidance. But the tribunal had become as greedy as Kagrenak upon hearing of the power of the heart, and they coveted it. They made ritual as if to summon Azura, as Nerevar wanted, but Almalexia used poisoned candles, and Sothasil used poisoned robes, and Vivek used poisoned invocations. Nerevar was murdered. Then Azura came forth anyway and cursed the tribunal for their foul deeds. She told them she would use her powers over dusk and dawn to make sure Nerevar would come back and make things right again. But the tribunal laughed at her and said that soon they would be gods themselves, and that the Chimer people would forget their old ways of worship. And Azura knew this would be true, and that it would take a long time before her power might bring Nerevar back. "What you have done here today is foul beyond measure, and you will grow to regret it. For the lives of gods are not what mortals think, and matters that weigh only years to mortals weigh on gods forever." And so that they might know forever their wicked deeds, Azura changed the Chimer into Dunmer, and their skin turned ashen and their eyes into fire. Let this mark remind you of your true selves, who, like ghouls, fed on the nobility, heroism, and trust of their king. And then the tribunal went into Red Mountain and met with Dagoth Dagoth saw what had been done, for his skin has changed as well, and he tried to avenge the death of Nerevar, but to no avail. He was driven off and thought dead. The tribunal found the tools he had been guarding, and through study of Kagrenak's methods, turned themselves into gods. Thousands of years after their apotheosis, the tribunal are still the gods of Morrowind, and the old ways of worship are remembered only by a few. And the murder of Nerevar is known to fewer, but his queen and generals still fear his return, for the words of Azura linger long, and they see the mark of her curse on their people every day.
What's the point in having a bucket if you're not going to shit in it?
I'm so sorry I have buckets. I was pretty sure I didn't have buckets. I have buckets. Stop looting buckets, okay? Yeah, okay. I keep looting them because, There are several different types of buckets, and I can only blacklist one, so, okay. I'm gonna continue to get that comment, no matter what. Oh man, I was up for 7 hours? Alright, whatever. I don't think I even can get the well-rested buff because I have the, Mark of the Lady. Or, the Lover, sorry.
Ah, it's nice to be warm again.
I'm gonna talk to Kaidan about the sandwich.
You alright, Trouble?
What would you say if I asked if you wanted to get a Horker sandwich?
Wait, was that a serious question?
Seems someone created a Horker sandwich, and that's become the talk of Skyrim.
Got me a mouth watering so bad I'm surprised drool isn't running down me chin. Oh, fuck yeah, gets in my belly.
Then that settles it. We're off to Dawnstar.
Fuck yeah. Wait, what?
I've never done that either. This is awesome. It's taken me 180 hours to get like lots of new stuff. Yep, 182 hours. Okay. Okay, look at fall, it's so cool. Now I just need those really floofy. Where's it going? Okay, Pale Cave. Now I just need those really floofy snowflakes, folks. And I'm becoming obsessed, so I might have to tear apart my whole list, which might need a new ENB, a new ENB preset, a new type of weather. Ooh, it's gonna be a thing. I won't. But I don't even know where to get them yet.
That smile. I swear I could stand in the fucking pouring rain, see it, and I'd feel like the sun
I'm
is
so happy
shining on
here.
me all over again.
It's lovely. I'm sorry I ram your face into rocks and bar. I'm a bad rider. Okay, Shattered Legacy. He mapped the Pale Cave passage I can take into the past to find her. Okay, I'm in the right place. I have no idea what's gonna happen from here.
Hear the almighty voice of the Dragon of the North!
It isn't pretty, Kaidan. It's beautiful.
For the Dragon
Oh my god, did it kill me? Oh, no, I'm okay. Alright, I'm gonna also add on the quest marker for Sir Jesto's cloak. It's called Sir Jesto's patchwork cloak. See if it'll lead me to it. Wow, level 67. Okay, and I can't hit it at all. I can't do any damage to this thing. To be clear, none damage. Alright, moving on. Just glad I got good stealth. Damn. Screw that. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I'm in its own, this is its own world, Pale Pass. Never been here, don't know what it's about, don't know what's gonna happen. But seasons are working here, that's cool.
Give up while you still can.
I'm not getting involved. Stormcloaks and Imperials can kill each other a lot for all I care. Both sides are evil. I can't bring myself to side with either of them.
Shit, sorry.
What the hell is with this tree? What the fuck? You are fucked up. That's... ugh. Yeah, see, that's much better. Is that the entrance to the castle over there? Yeah? Be sneaky and jump up over here and enter the castle? No? Yes? Yes? No? Ow! Yeah, I rammed a spike up my own ass. That's unfortunate. Don't do that. Don't ram spikes up your own butt. I mean, come on. Yeah, look at how much trouble I get in with trying to jump. And now I'm stuck. Okay, found the entrance. Wow, how did I get so filthy after like 5 minutes out in the wild? Oi. Fort Pale Pass West Tower. Wow, am I actually gonna find the cloak? Nope, I'm gonna find her.
Hold on. Stay right there. You're with those kettle-head soldiers, aren't you? No? Oh no, you're one of them! Get away from me!
Calm down, I'm here to help you.
Likely story, assassin. You just keep your distance.
Really, Argus sent me.
Or so you say. I'll tell you what. You get me out of this place and to High Hrothgar, and maybe I'll trust your story. Assuming Argus is there. Just get me there safely, and then we can talk.
Okay, anybody seen a cloak around here? Fine, stay close though. It's rough outside.
Good. But before we go, there is something I need to get from inside the fort.
Seriously? Is it that important?
Yes, it is. And I promise if you are telling the truth and get me back to Argus, you'll be well rewarded.
Okay. Find the treasure of Fort Pale Pass. Okay.
It's like traveling with a damn shadow sometimes. How do you move about so silently?
Lots of practice, baby. Practice, practice, practice. Okay. Following you. Are we going? Are we doing this? Okay. Let's hope they stay occupied with each other. Oh my god.
What's on your mind, love?
That she's annoying.
I love you, little saber cat.
I love you too, honey. Will... Ah, I did it again. Okay, now she's out here with me. Okay. Let's follow you then. I hear, Ace Ventura in my head. Fine, let's do all the things you want to do. Wow, you're missing arms, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Who are we fighting, and where did you go, and what is happening?
Come off it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, okay. Come on, honey. You going this way now? Which way are we going? I'm saving as often as I can, man.
I'm no fan of magic, but what can I say?
Listen, there
Mind
must be a
works.
switch around here somewhere. See if you can find it.
Okay. Secret chain. Thank you for giving me an arrow.
That's it! It opened the wall.
Thank you for the arrow. I appreciate it.
Ah, that's it. The shield is here, just like he said. Excellent. Now let's get back to Argus.
Okay, I need to find the cloak. Tools of the trade, let me... Oh! Yeah, no. Oh, I was all excited. Okay, Sir Jesto's patchwork cloak, let me see before I leave the zone. Okay, so not Pale Pass. I need to be in the Sanctuary prison. Just make sure that's not the location. Okay, we're in the Fort Pale Pass vaults. Alright. Okay. So she's already gone, yes? She's, yeah, she took off. Okay, return to Argus. Cool. I'm gonna unclick this and re-click it once we
One
get
night
back
when
in the
the rain was
Sanctuary.
pouring, I woke
And
up
I'm running
to
in
a
circles.
horrid loud
All right.
roaring. I was ready to fight. In the midst of the night, turned out it was the Dragonborn sword.
No.
That's not good. Okay. Turn to Argus. Hi, Hrothgar. Yeah, so that thing doesn't... It's something Legacy of the Dragonborn is really good at. It doesn't just crash the game, it crashes my whole system so that I have to completely log out or reboot. Okay. No. I'm gonna try logging in to High Hrothgar and then out, just in case the game does not know where I am. Oh, folks, that's not gonna work. Alright, let me see if waiting... if she'll
We
arrive.
should look for game while we're out here.
Okay, there she is. There we go. I found Ezra.
By the 9, you
Yes.
did.
I ended up sneaking past the border patrol and got into the pass. Then all hell broke loose, and the Stormcloaks attacked the fort. It was all I could do to find a place to hide.
Pretty
I
snow.
hoped that the fighting would die down enough for me to sneak through, but it just seemed non-stop. Luckily, our friend here came along and got me out in one piece.
Pretty
I
footprints.
suppose I owe you an apology, but we can't be too careful with assassins being after us. Here, you can have this. I owe you something for getting me out of there alive. So it seems we have a situation at hand here, and the Daedric cult knows of our presence here. I think we need to step up our plan and involve you. Assuming you are willing.
I'll do what I can.
Great. Well, then I'll entrust my shard to you. Protect it well.
Okay. Okay, now her hands are
Well
okay,
then,
and they're not
that
invisible.
just
She
leaves
doesn't have
Ogard
invisible,
charged. I received a letter from him some weeks ago that he was going to be
bracers?
traveling over the western mountains into Skyrim, but that the weather was quite harsh and he would be delayed for some time. He planned on staying over at the Ord stronghold, Dushnik Jarl, to wait out the weather after he made it over the mountains. I tried there first. Since it is an orc stronghold, you will need to be bloodkin to them before being allowed to enter.
Thankfully, I believe I
Once you
already am
find him,
bloodkin.
bring him here and we can
Your
discuss plans
eyebrows
further.
should not be shiny. I have a mod for that, but yeah, you're not a vanilla. Okay, that arrow's gonna disappear pretty soon, right? Steal from or king kill Ezra? Or return to... What? What? Why would I kill her? Oh, I don't understand. Okay. I'm stinky, but who knows? Maybe orcs are into that. Didn't I already kill everybody at Dushnik Jarl? I am orc friend, or orc kin. Read Ulgarg's note. Thanks for the food and warm bed, brothers, but I'd best get on my way. There are more egg-tolling bastards on my heels, and if I stay any longer, I could endanger you all. Malakath, smile on you all. I'll be heading east, so if anyone comes looking, send them west, will ya? Okay. Yeah, baby, but we shouldn't leave this. Let this go. Thank you, baby. I don't want to miss the orc. Because he runs very, very far. Search for signs of Olgarg, follow the blood trail. Oh, that's going to be fun in the middle of the night. Where are you, little buddy? There you are. Okay, blood trail. Let's hope this isn't bugged too. Blood trail, what time is it? That's a very fucked up site. I'm so used to good looking fires. Okay.
There it is again, that fucking smile.
Where is the
I'll never
blood?
get enough of it.
Oh my god. Okay. Blood trail. There is blood. There is blood. There is blood. Does that form a trail? You are mushrooms. And not blood. Oh god, you know, I wonder if my... Okay, there's a marker. I'm not gonna follow the blood. It's entirely possible that my season's mod, which alters the landscape, can completely wipe out any blood trail that they had planted. Oh, look! Blood. Okay. There's some. Why is it so red? Okay. Not just the normal stuff. It's really late at night. It's dark. She's annoyed. Let's go coffee. Turn off the giant candlelight over my head.
Oh, me sodden knees!
Sorry. I'll shut it now.
As you near Ulgarg's body, your shards start to glow, and then you notice a distinct glow from Ulgarg's stomach. Oh. Okay, nasty. This might be a need to turn off auto loot thing. Yep, I'm gonna have to turn off my auto loot. Alright, I'll be back. Boy, this is just a rebooty day. As you near Ulgarg's body, the shards start to glow, and you notice a distinct glow from Ulgarg's stomach.
I'm gonna need more than just fruit to get me through the day, you know.
Yeah, that's not any better. Okay, let me look this up. Oh my god, this is gross. I have to swing a sword through his body. Wow. That's not investigate, that's desecrate. You cut into the gut of Ulgarg and extract a gem fragment. Apparently he swallowed the gem in order to safeguard it. Okay, nasty.
Swear lately, it's like I can feel when a threat is near. It's like something triggers all me fucking
Okay, I've already been here.
Protect you, my dragon.
It's been cleared. That was disturbing. That definitely calls for apple pie and coffee. And wine. Gross. Alright. Auto looter not lost. Saved again. I have no idea how many shards there are. I've got one. So I've got 4 now? Something like that. I don't want to kill Ezra. Oh, I guess that was one of my... I could have killed her? This picture still bothers me with the tiny, tiny, tiny little pointy hand. Okay. I made it.
Ah, you're back. But you don't have Ulgarg with you. That's not a good sign.
He was dead when I found him.
Sad to hear, but at least you managed to find the shard. Ulgarg was quite clever, for an orc, hiding it in his own stomach. Quick thinking. Now all that is left to do is to get the gold setting of the amulet. Unfortunately, the enemy already has it. It would require a direct attack on the Morak tongue. They don't
It's okay,
respond well
Bo.
to subtlety and
Morak tongue
negotiation.
won't get me.
I'll mark where they are operating from. Once
Door's
you find the
locked,
setting,
guys.
meet us back here.
Days like this, it feels good to be out of the city.
Oh my god,
Away
you
from
guys.
people.
Yeah, away from people. People are gross. Okay, puppies. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna handle the Morag tongue. I know you want to go out, but that's what happens when I lock the door. You can't. No, Petey, I'm not petting you because you're upset. Why would I kill Ezra? I mean, why? I guess if you're an assassin and someone knows you're an assassin, I suppose you're like, fine. But everybody knows that I'm an assassin. If I killed everyone who knew I was an assassin, I would have to kill most of the guards. Oh my god. I'm covered in old guard. Get it off me. Gross. Gross. Nasty.
That's what I'm wearing, little dragon. That smile you gave me.
Pray to Ariel that I don't get covered in pork again. Nerevar Moon and Star. This is a selection from a series of monographs by various imperial scholars on Ashlander legends. In ancient days, the Deep Elves and a great host of outlanders from the west came to steal the land of the Dunmer. At that time, Nerevar was the great Khan and war leader of the House People, but he honored the ancient spirits and the tribal law and became as one with us. So when Nerevar pledged to his great king of the ancestors one clan under Moon and Star to honor the ways of the spirits and rights of the land, all the tribes joined the House People to fight a great battle at Red Mountain. Though many Dunmer, tribesmen, and housemen died at Red Mountain, the Dwemer were defeated and their evil magics destroyed, and the Outlanders driven from the land. But after this great victory, the power-hungry Khans of the great houses slew Nerevar in secret, and, setting themselves up as gods, neglected Nerevar's promises to the tribes. But it is said that Nerevar will come again with his ring and cast down the false gods, and by the power of his ring will make good his promises to the tribes, to honor the spirit and drive the outsiders from the land. I think I've read Night Falls on Sentinel. Yep, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one that gave me the one-handed Night of Tears, Nightingales, Fact or Fiction by Willem E. Roth. Mention the nightingale to any thief worth his salt, and he'll laugh in your face. Yeah, he'll tell you that these supposed avengers of the Daedric Lord Nocturnal are nothing but fictional characters who live nowhere else but within tales designed to scare young footpads into doing what they're told. But are they fictional, or simply misunderstood? While it's true that most scholars would scoff at the notion of a holy sect appearing within the normally unethical and unorganized rabble that is the Thieves' Guild, evidence suggests that such a group existed at one time within the borders of Skyrim. 120 years before the publication of this tome, a corpse was discovered wearing a strange suit of armor that was described as forged midnight. The tattered armor bore a crest of some sort, the symbol of a bird embracing a circle of undetailed blackness. The remains and the armor were taken to the College of Winterhold for study, but mysteriously vanished only a day after it arrived. The crest from this armor was circulated around Skyrim for years, but identification proved almost impossible. Then, the most unlikely of sources, a prisoner incarcerated within the mines of Markarth, claimed that it was the mark of a group of thieves who called themselves the Nightingales. When pressed for more information, the prisoner claimed that the Nightingales were warriors of Nocturnal and performed her bidding without question. He claimed his source was someone he knew within the Thieves' Guild of Skyrim, but he refused to identify them by name, so his story was quickly dismissed. The second piece of evidence pointing to the evidence of an existence of the Nightingales exists to this day. Just outside of Riften, discovered at the terminus of a short pathway off the main road, stands a stone of unidentified blackened material. Carved into its face is the same avian symbol previously found on the Dark Suit armor. To those that subscribe to the existence of the Nightingales, this was thought to be some sort of a meeting place. To others, this symbol was once again dismissed as a hoax or simply a diversion created by the Thieves' Guild. The final and most controversial sample of evidence is a passage found scrawled on the inside of a cell wall in Whiterun. The cell had previously been occupied by a Dunmer named Lorthis, who was incarcerated for murder and was set for execution. After the deed was performed and Lorthis' cell was examined, the following was found etched into one of the stone blocks. Take my hand, Lady Nocturnal, for it's my will to serve you. As a nightingale, I'm born anew. Let my past echo over triumph. This is the first and only time that a solid connection between Nocturnal and the Nightingale has been made. The usual nature of the passage, the religious connotations toward Nocturnal made by a career criminal, kept discussions lively for years regarding the possibility of this group actually existing. Sadly, since not a single piece of evidence beyond this has surfaced to date, this exciting discovery faded into obscurity, and the debate subsided. With these scant samples of evidence, conclusions are difficult to formulate. All we're left with are more questions than answers. Can religion and thievery coexist? Does the Daedric Lord Nocturnal have active agents roaming Skyrim with a no doubt nefarious purpose? Does the Thieves' Guild have extensive knowledge of the Nightingales but remain sworn to secrecy? Perhaps one day, the answers to these questions will be revealed, but at present it falls to you, the reader, to decide whether the Nightingales are fact or merely fiction. Okay, Shattered Legacy, cover the amulet setting, headed to Raven's Rest. I'm gonna check something quick. Oh, snow looks so cool. I'm gonna check something quick in my mod configuration. I have a configuration for cathedral weather. Maybe I can change. No. No, I can't change individual snow. Oh yeah, I do want summers appear warm and winters appear cold. Sure, why not? Save settings. Okay. Okay, I have 2 markers, but one of them is to, like, actually go... oh, no. Those are the trade. Let's see... Alright. Yeah, I could still go back and kill Ezra, it looks like. Alright. You go
That
this way.
smile. I swear I could stand in the fucking pouring rain, see it, and I'd feel like the sun is shining on me all over it.
Apple pie. Yeah. It's just been one of those weird days. And nights. And days. And nights. Hey, I haven't crashed in the last 15 minutes. That's been new, like, all day. Okay, looks like I'm dropping into the abyss. Oh, coming in. Yeah, I am. Coming in over the top. I'm a little over the top. Have to go down into the deep hole? Yeah, what's that way?
I swear at this point you're only wanting us to sneak about, because you know I can't think straight seeing you move like that.
Yeah, that's gotta be a little surprising, like, wait, what? I don't like stepping on big iron grates. You look like you're gonna start something. No? No starting something? Okay.
The old phantom.
Are you gonna start something? No. This driver ran out of juice. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, I really wish that, you know, they didn't have so many quest arrows for their stuff. Okay, let me see if I can go back up here and to the left.
Sometimes I wonder if we're really this.
Okay, frustrating. Big room. Maybe I can go up. And back.
No more! I need
I'm no fan of magic, but what can I say? I like how your mind works.
Pretty clover. Okay, save often.
Life to deserve the punishment of not view and wasting. Damn, I'm glad I did.
See, if you draw the arrow, then pickpocket, as soon as you leave this window, you'll fire your bow. That's nice to know. Right, more tongue assassin? Oh, sorry, Kaidan.
We need to take care of this. Crap!
Kaidan. You know I have a bow.
Ow!
Named. You already dead? Yeah, the mythic dawn. Okay. You guys are assholes. Okay. I don't like that. Stop doing that. We don't like that. Cease and desist.
I guess I was just hearing things.
Yeah, all your friends are dead because you were hearing things.
You hear that?
Fall to my blade.
Oh, these guys can run, man. Do they all have wonderless rings or what?
I've had worse. I'll end your death.
Once again, that went very well.
Alright, folks, don't make it noise. Always. Bumping in places you'd have to be apologising for.
Okay. Return to Argus. I've wiped out the Morag Tong.
Oh, you did? I trust everything went alright. Do you have the amulet setting?
It's right here.
Well, you certainly don't disappoint, my friend. Let me go ahead and get the shards and setting from you, and we'll prepare for the next step.
Here they are.
Excellent, yes. It all seems in order. I have to thank you for your help. After losing Ezra and Pale Pass, I didn't think we'd ever manage to hunt all 4 Guardians, and with you wiping out the Morag Tang like that. Saves us a lot of time, money and hassle. Oh, have you not figured it out yet? I suppose I gave you too much credit after all. We were actually hired to find the shards, the same as the Morag Tong, but because they were too conspicuous here in Skyrim, they found it difficult to
Oh, that's why I
move
should have killed Ezra, huh?
But we figured, why not get their cut too, if they were unable to do the full job anyway. And then you came along and volunteered to do our dirty work for us. But sadly, you have outlived your usefulness. Farewell. Sovngarde awaits you.
Uh-huh.
You'll die.
You guys really don't scare me. Okay, well, next time I'm killing Ezra. Oh, she can heal. Oh, we gotta stop that right now. Hold still, don't roll downhill. Come on now. Oh, please don't roll all the way down to Iverstead. Oh my god, this is crazy. I hate when casters do this. I really hate when casters do this. Just walking backwards like they're me, being idiots. Fall off the side of shit. Yeah, one more. Guys are jerks. Ooh, she's totally naked. Alrighty.
You look tired, little man.
You're cold.
Let me hold you and show you how much I love you.
Read Argus's
Everything
journal.
else.
Letter to Argus. Argus, I'm pleased with your overall progress, but if you choose to double-cross the Morag Tong and get it back to them, I will do nothing to protect you. It's a fool's errand, and they will have no mercy whatsoever. That said, I don't honestly care what means people choose to use in the end. I'll pay whomever provides me the shards as requested, no questions asked. Looks like a scribbled O. Argus's journal. It seems like years have passed chasing these fools around the Northern Territory. It's only been a few months. Chasing down these silly shards, it'd better be worth it in the end. Ezra and I were lucky enough to come across 2 of the parts before reaching Skyrim. I managed to track down that bookworm from the Arcane University, Delonius Culver, before I could manage to reach the College of Winterhold and took his shard. Ezra, finding her quarry at some inn in Bruma before crossing into Skyrim. When we first got here, however, it seems our luck ran out, as news came in that the Morag Tong managed to find the setting and were well fortified in some old Nordic ruin called Raven's Rest. They were also quick on the trail of some Breton named Byron who had a shard. Try as I might, I couldn't find him before them, and he, likely, are already dead. Then there was the final guardian, an orc named Ulgarg, who was quite the slippery swine, laying low in the western reaches. I tracked him down and could have sworn that I had him cornered, but he managed to elude me twice. Perhaps when Ezra finally makes it out of Pale Pass, we can manage to get to him. Then we'll just have to figure out how to weasel the setting away from the Ash Bastards. I hope that whatever treasure she's on about in the dungeon behind Fort Pale Pass is worth it. She says that Pale Pass is a cave that leads somewhere in the foothills of the southern Gerald Mountains. I suppose I'll just have to wait for her. Hope she gets here soon. My Hrothgar has a nice view, but I'm freezing my sweet rolls off. So I imagine you can kill him, get this stuff, and find out where everything is, and get the quest markers, and
It's gonna fucking wait.
so forth and so on. Okay, I read his journal, but I didn't see... Okay. Return to Orion. Thanks for watching. Wishing you found family, creative hobbies, a hot bath after a long day, and food you love as much as Saleya loves apple pies.